Hi Barry, this is Kaz at Rally Subaru. Just thought I'd send a quick little video, hello, so you have a face to put to the name and the voice, and just a little preview of what we're gonna have a look at tomorrow. So let's have a look here. Sure, here we have a 2020 Subaru Ascent. This is the Premier trim. So I'm gonna touch on a few things that you'll notice in the Premier, but a few things that you'll get in every Ascent. Premier, we do get LED stern responsive headlight. They're going to look into the corner depending on your speed and steering angle, as well as an LED fog light. The Premier does get a front view camera, which we see right here. So it's a 180-degree camera, giving you that vantage point, you know, from the front of the bumper. Then you could sort of peer around traffic, maybe when you're at a light, or maybe just fine-tuning that parking. A limited and Premier will get you 20-inch alloy wheels. We have a nice two-tone finish on them. If it was a touring model or lower, it would be an 18-inch wheel. Premier, we're getting heated satin silver mirror caps, as well as heated wiper placement. That's standard on a touring as well. We have keyless entry with push-button start. One really nice thing about the Ascent is that it does not require premium fuel. So this is a true regular octane vehicle. No need for 91, just throw 87 in. The only time they recommend putting premium in is if you're towing, which you did mention you might be doing some towing. So that'd be the only time you might want to throw a little 91 octane in there. At the back here, you see this cover piece. This is where your hitch will be hidden. So if you do go and opt for the hitch to be installed, it will be tucked away behind there. It's going to stay nice and clean and tidy. Our backup camera that we see back here. Let's open up our hatch. You'd mentioned too that there's space in the cargo area is important to you. And it's worth noting that underneath our floor here, so we have a hard floor storage, and underneath we've got space to store that cargo cover that comes on a touring and up, as well as sort of a hard plastic bin underneath. So some room to store some roadside things. The Ascent does come with a standard 3-zone climate control. So now when I look up, we see there's some vents for the third row, as well as up there for the second row too. So now they can adjust their own vents. They can move them, close them. You can control too, from the very, very front of the vehicle, what's going on for the second 2 rows. So you can control those climate controls, as well as in the middle here, we see their own climate controls for the second row. So they can make their adjustments as well. Since it is using a 3-zone climate control, there's a second temperature sensor back here. So that's going to take that reading back there, making sure everyone's staying nice and cool. And worth noting too that the Ascent does have a third air conditioner condenser that's located at the back of the car, just to make sure that that cool air is getting to them. It's a long stretch to go from the front of the car all the way to the back here. So by pulling from just near the back of the vehicle here, it's going to make sure that air doesn't have to go so far, and it's going to warm up on its travel to the back occupants. We do have a 12 volt at the back here as well. You've got some baggage hooks. You do have a Harman Kardon speaker that you'll find on the top 2 trims, so on a Limited and a Premier. Coming around to the side, we have what Subaru calls a full-length door. So this will seal up against the bottom as well as over the wheel well. So it's going to make sure that all this metal portion is going to stay nice and clean and dry. You're not going to have to worry about bringing mud and dirt into the car or onto your pants. If we have a look here, the Premier does come with the captain's chairs. If we looked at a touring or limited, you do get the option of the 8 or 7 passenger configuration. The limited and Premier would benefit too from this little built-in sunshade. You could add this though to a lower trim if you choose to, but it is a nice little addition. Gives you a little bit of privacy, a little bit of shade. Nice addition. If I fold up this front seat here, we do see a nice flat floor going in. So this is nice, even all the way in. You even have a little grab handle located just around the side here, nicely placed. So easy access to get into that third row. Having a quick seat inside. Do you see this large, hard to give it perspective, but the very large panoramic sunroof. Nice for all 3 rows. And let's have a peek into the front row from the back seat here. So yes, we do have that brown leather interior on the Premier. We do get adjustable thigh support, which would be on Limited and Premier. We have 2-position driver's seat memory, unlimited and premier, heated steering wheel, Harman Kardon sound system, built-in navigation. Those are all going to be on the top 2 trims, although heated seats is going to be on the Touring as well. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are also standard. We have nice large controls for our climate controls, a combination of touchscreen and physical buttons for our infotainment system. And hello, yeah. So this is really cool. This is a smart rear view camera. You'll notice that it looks a little different. And when you get up close, you'll actually notice that there's some buttons along the bottom. So this rear view mirror, yes, functions like a mirror, as you can see, but if need be, you can transition it to a camera that is positioned at the back of the vehicle, actually giving you a vantage point from the back. So if you do have the car loaded right up to the roof and you're not able to see out that back window, you can choose to view this as a screen viewing from the back of the car. Pretty clever, very functional, very handy. Here's our sunglass holder that also functions as a nanny camera. So now you can kind of have a view of what's going on in the back without really taking your eyes far from the road. So that's just a quick run through. Just want to touch on a few of the features that we're going to be looking at tomorrow. So let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow at about 4. And enjoy the nice summery night that we have here. I am going to go have myself a little barbecue, and hopefully you enjoy yours as well. And we'll see you tomorrow, Barry. Bye-bye.